I don't know. I'm kind of digging the short hair. I mean, it's tucked in my shirt, but I'm kind of digging the short hair. Hello friends, it is Danny, and today I'm going to be doing my birthday Q&A, because guess what? It's my birthday. I am officially 19. I may not act like it, may not look like it, but I am legal, and it feels really weird. We went out to celebrate my birthday at the casino. No, I didn't win, because I have the worst luck ever, but I officially know what it's like to be an adult and go to the casino. And now it is...
What time is it?
It is 8:36 at night on my birthday, and I figured I would film my Q&A. So I am just going to be on my phone, bouncing around from this video, the couple Instagram posts I made, and the Twitter posts, and the hashtag Danny's birthday Q&A, and we're gonna answer some questions. We're gonna start with the YouTube video. Aaron Brignac says, my questions are, what are your favorite TV shows? My favorite TV shows are probably Doctor Who. Say Yes to the Dress is probably anything on the TLC network, I guess. I don't really watch a lot of TV, to be honest. They also ask, why do I love 50 Shades so much? A flashback to 16-year-old Danny, so 3 years ago now. 50 Shades was kind of just up and coming, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to like it or not, but it was the big craze that was coming out with all the adults, and I had found an online version of the books and had started reading it, and then my mom went and got me physical copies, and for some reason I fell in love with Christian, and I don't know about Anna, but I fell in love with Christian. Just his character and the whole storyline, because at the time we had never really heard anything like that, new adult or otherwise. So that's kind of why, I guess. I really like Christian. I like all of the characters. I just like it. I just do, I'm sorry. And question number 3 from them is, have you ever seen Star Wars? No. I'm sorry for everybody out there who loves Star Wars, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to see it. I got a lot of comments on my hair, so thank you to everybody who has commented that my hair looked good in the braids, and also that the color is so vibrant. If you guys want to know, my hair is done by me and my mom. When I wanted to go blue, I didn't want to go to a salon and get it done, so we just went to Sally's and we bought bleach. And bleached my hair blonde, and that's actually
Wait, actually, there is somebody who asked me what my next big hair move was. I'm pretty sure it was Kylie. Let me go find it. I think it's on Twitter. Give me a minute, I promise. I just realized that Sarah Rash called me wonderful. Thank you. I got another person to read smell like ashes, that's why.
Eventually.
There we go. 4 days ago, Kylie K, I will link her channel down below. She asked me, what color will I dye my hair next when I'm tired of blue? Well, I'm not going to get tired of blue. Like I was saying before, I realized you asked me this question. Blue is kind of like my color. It's the color that I think suits me best. And at one point, I was going to go purple. But I didn't want to go purple because everybody else was going purple, and I had always said I wanted to go blue. I am quite content with my blue, but like next month, I have this plan to kind of strip the blue from root down to about here and go blonde, and then have the blue through the bottom. So I'll still have my blue, and maybe I'll add some purple and pink in there to make it so fantastically mermaid. But blonde is probably the next big move, like platinum blonde. So we'll see how that goes. And if it doesn't go well, then I'll just re-dye it blue. Kyla Guzman asked, what are my top 10 favorite books? I can't answer that because I don't really have a top 10 favorite. I can tell you some of my most recent favorites though, which has been Come Away With Me by Karma Brown, These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, the novella, which is This Night So Dark, and most recently I am reading This Shattered World, which is the sequel to those. So all of those, that entire series. Another favorite is The Book Thief, and loved it. I will do a top 10 video eventually. And until then, those are a few of my favorites that I've read this year and they're still gonna be up there on my top favorites. Thank you to everybody who says good luck on my surgery, by the way, because I'm seeing a lot of those comments. The Mint Smarty says, happy early birthday. Well, thank you, because that was a few days ago. If you could swap places with any book character, who would it be? Part of me wants to say Lilac from These Broken Stars because Tarver. Part of me also wants to say Mira from the Snow Like Ashes series because it's Mira, and I feel like she's just this growing character that I've grown to love, and Mather and Theron because yes. I would also trade places with America Singer because Maxon, and I would trade places with Cinder, Cress, Winter, and Scarlet because yes. Just those are pretty much my favorite series right there in a nutshell. They also ask, what are some of your favorite TV shows and movies? Well, I kind of already answered TV shows. Favorite movies are childhood movies. Like, I'm sorry, but I am a big lover of Despicable Me and the Minions. Anything Dr. Seuss related, like Cat in the Hat. We watched Horton Hears a Who last night, me and Tyler, to ring in my birthday. Just any little kid movies. Like, I am a big fan of the Tinkerbell movies as well. And any musical. You could give me, like, Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, West Side Story, Into the Woods, things like that. Yeah, they're my favorite. Becca Reeds asked, what are the books you are planning to take to the hospital? And she said it could even be its own video. It is going to be its own video once I know what I'm taking. She also asked, do I see myself trying new genres this year at all? Well, before this year, I was not very big on new adult. Like, I had read a few. I had got a writing book about writing new adult because I had planned on writing one, and I'm halfway through writing one, but I hadn't read a lot of new adult. And then the end of last year, beginning of this year came around, and I started reading a whole bunch of new adult. And I also read something like historical fiction, like The Book Thief, which I never ever read, and I don't like a lot of sci-fi, but I finished These Broken Stars and now I'm reading its sequels. So I'm trying a lot of new genres already, and I think it's gonna continue, and I think I'm gonna try some new classics this year. Also, is that you singing in your outro? It's wonderfully catchy, and I did answer that, but yeah, it is me singing. It's a little tune thing that I wrote, and yeah, me playing ukulele as well. Angela Wilkerson says, what do you say to people who think you are too young to get married? I don't really say anything to them. I guess that's their own opinion. I mean, I know that 18 and 19 is a little young to be getting engaged, but when you think about it, we've been together for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years this December. I know December just happened like 2 months ago, but to me it still seems like we're in our 8th year of being together. And we don't see ourselves with anybody but each other. So it's like we've always talked about getting married. So I mean, him proposing to me doesn't mean that we're gonna get married next year and have kids or anything. Like, we have plans to wait at least 2 to 3 years before even planning a wedding because we both want to plan for college and school and things like that first. As soon as I tell them that plan that we have to do school first and then plan for a wedding, it's like they understand and they say that that's the better idea, and I guess they get okay with the idea, but I mean, if they're not okay with the idea, that's their own problem. Alright, so now I'm going to pop over to Twitter. Olivia asked me on Twitter as well what I use to edit my videos, and I use iMovie. And sometimes it's a royal bitch to use, so I'm thinking about investing in a new program. Olivia also asked me what I thought of the history video for One Direction. I loved it. I like that they included bits and pieces with Zayn too, because he is part of their history, and even though he's like not a part of them now, it's like he's still a part of them, or a part of what they were before. Yeah. And also, Pillow Talk is okay. I like the song. I have it on my phone. I'm kind of obsessed with it, but I don't like the video at all. I like the explicit version too. I'm sorry, but Zayn swearing is just... It just makes me wanna dance. Come on, bud. Hold me high. I'm seeing the pain, I'm seeing the pleasure. I'm gonna bounce over to Instagram. The YA gal says, what do you think is an overhyped book? I don't mean to offend everybody because like a lot of people love this book, but I'm gonna say Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover, and just Colleen Hoover in general, because I have a very love-hate relationship with her. I only liked like 2 of her books. Like November 9 was going to be my favorite book of this past year, but Colleen Hoover is very overhyped. Everybody loves her, but I just don't like most of her books. Like I have Confess on my Kindle Kobo app thing, and I'm hoping I like it better than I like my Maybe Someday. That's probably an unpopular opinion. Tyler Babcock 0 asked me 2 questions, and he told me this last night. I didn't even see them. And then he's like, I asked you 2 questions on Instagram. You better answer them in your Q&A thing. So I'm answering them. He says, 1, do you love me? Yes, I do. And he says, are all those books really worth it? Yes, they are, because they're my thing. They're my babies. Like, your thing is video games. People have their things that they do, that they love, that they collect. Your father collected records, and you collect video games and computer junk and things like that. My thing is books, and it always will be books, and I hope you are prepared to have an apartment with 50,000 bookshelves and a bunch of books lying everywhere, because that's what's going to happen. Spoiler alert for our future. I love you. That is it for my Q&A. I had fun. I got to jam out to Pillow Talk. Yeah, I probably won't do another Q&A until I hit 3K.
Lifting my leg like this, and you just saw the bottom of my foot, and you just probably realized that I'm not in fancy clothes. Like, I kept my fancy shirt on. I really like this shirt, by the way. Putting that out there, but I kept my fancy shirt on. But, spoiler alert, I'm in my goddamn pajamas. And this chair is too close to my closet and my wall, but I can't move it. And it makes this noise every time I move, and I can't stand it.
I'm getting old. So enough rambling. I'm going to go. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Thank you for watching my video. Hope that you really enjoyed the show. Hit the subscribe button down below and go and